I don't ever give up. I'd have to be dead or really incapacitated. The only reason I started a company back in '95, an internet company, was because there were only a few internet companies and I couldn't get a job at any of them. Being an entrepreneur is like eating glass and staring into the abyss of death. Work hard, like every waking hour. That's the thing I would say, if you are particularly starting a company. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. The first step is to establish that something is possible, then probability will occur. I always have optimism, but I'm realistic. It was not with the expectation of great success that I started Tesla or SpaceX. It's just that I thought they were important enough to do anyway. If you get up in the morning and think the future is going to be better, it is a bright day. Otherwise, it's not. I always invest my own money in the companies that I create. I don't believe in the whole thing of just using other people's money. I don't think that's right. I'm not going to ask other people to invest in something if I'm not prepared to do so myself. People should pursue what they're passionate about. That will make them happier than pretty much anything else. People work better when they know what the goal is and why. It is important that people look forward to coming to work in the morning and enjoy working. I don't spend my time pontificating about high-concept things. I spend my time solving engineering and manufacturing problems. My biggest mistake is probably weighing too much on someone's talent and not someone's personality. I think it matters whether someone has a good heart. I take the position that I'm always to some degree wrong, and the aspiration is to be less wrong. I don't create companies for the sake of creating companies, but to get things done. Talent is extremely important. It's like a sports team. The team that has the best individual player will often win. But then there's a multiplier from how those players work together and the strategy they employ. I think we have a duty to maintain the light of consciousness to make sure it continues into the future. You shouldn't do things differently just because they're different. They need to be better. Patience is a virtue, and I'm learning patience. It's a tough lesson. If something is important enough, you should try, even if the probable outcome is failure. There are times when if something is important enough, if you believe it enough, you do it in spite of fear. There need to be reasons to get up in the morning. Life can't just be about solving problems, otherwise, what's the point? Whatever area that you get into, given that even if you are the best of the best, there's always a chance of failure. So, I think it's important that you really like what you are doing. If we hadn't responded to what people said, we probably wouldn't have been as successful. If you're going to create a company, the first thing you should do is create a working prototype. Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is disaster. It is very important to have a feedback loop, where you are constantly thinking about what you've done and how you could be doing it better. Don't confuse schooling with education. I didn't go to Harvard, but the people that work for me did. If the rules are such that you can't make progress, then you have to fight the rules. Take risks now and do something bold. You won't regret it.